Hey, Tony Gaskins here. I think I'll just put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Let me see. Yes, I did. All right, I'm back. I had to make sure my phone was on Do Not Disturb. All right. Now I'm going to go to an email in here. Another episode of Talks with Tony. Now, for those of you who don't know, because some people may not know, I have little windows of time. Like I just got off a coaching session from 12 to 1. So I have from 1 to 1:30 before my next coaching session. So that's why I fit this video in. Then I coach from 1:30 to 2:30. I have a window from 2:30 to 3 so I can shoot a video from 2:30 to 3. Then I finish coaching 3 to 4. Then I'll be open from 4 to 5 where I can fit videos in that hour. And then my work day is over. You see what I mean? I work 9 to 5 unless I'm going to do a live at night, which I do sometime once a week or what have you. So for those of you who think that, I'm just sitting here on the camera all day long, for one, I can't be on the camera all day long if the video is only 30 minutes or an hour. So y'all understand that. I got a little system, I got a schedule, I got balance. I take my son to practice tonight. We leave the house at 5 o'clock. So everything running together smoothly. So I thank y'all for y'all support who watching Talks with Tony. And you probably missed some yesterday because I posted 3. So let me see. Question here. This from October 28th. So I'm still behind. We in December. But I'm just going through because I don't know what question is going to say what. Oh, Lord. I only got 30 minutes, but this one a little long. Hi, Tony. Thank you for the schooling. We appreciate you. Preface, or that may say preface, depending on how you talk or where you from. He's currently serving a life sentence, wrongfully convicted. She put that in parentheses. Wrongfully convicted. In touch, out of touch for almost 20 years. Our families are very close, so we've stayed connected in some capacity. We both come from very spiritual families, some of which are convinced we're supposed to be together. He'll be released, we'll be together, and the kingdom of God will rejoice. Yeah, deep like that. In the earlier part of his sentence, we entertained a romantic relationship. We were young, immature. It eventually soured. Life moved on. We recently reconnected a couple of years ago just as friends. Prior to that, we hadn't been in contact for about 6 years. Things ended badly the last go around. No cheating or disrespect. We were young, immature, inexperienced, had traumas we didn't know how to address and navigate through, and of course the circumstances, so on and so forth. In 2018, we set out to begin building a healthy friendship, but eventually romantic feelings started to develop. We're talking more, flirting, relationship type behavior. We had a conversation about it. I set some boundaries. He was respectful of them, but we would fall back into the same pattern. It was difficult trying to maintain a platonic relationship, and I was transparent with him about that. I eventually told him I still loved him. He shared that he also still loved me, but doesn't want to be in a relationship. His reason was that he doesn't want to hurt me. He can't handle the thought of ever hurting me again, and he doesn't want to experience that kind of pain again. I expressed to him that we can't share in this kind of emotional intimacy then. It's confusing. We talked about boundaries again and made our best effort to stick with them. It was just too hard. I poured my heart out again, and I told him I would be open to the possibility of trying again. He gave me the same response. I don't want to be in a relationship. At this point, I'm like, let's have some time and space apart because this dynamic ain't working. During the break from each other, we exchanged some emotional emails about the situation. At one point, I asked him, you love me, right? Is it just you love me, right? Is it just the familiarity? Are you really interested in me? Am I what you want? And he wouldn't give me a straight answer. He wouldn't directly address it. At one point he said, you act like you want me to say I don't want you and I don't love you. We went round in circles with this. I recently shut it down to reflect, get some clarity, and pray. I was very hurt, though, that it wasn't reciprocal and mutual, and felt like him avoiding answering those questions was his way of communicating that he's not interested in me. What is he not saying, Tony? What does that kind of language mean? Anonymous online mentee. Sis. Okay. All right. I ain't gonna call you no names. Okay, I'm not gonna call you any names. But let me tell you something. First and foremost, because I ain't got a long day, run. 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 You hear me? Don't stretch. Don't put on shoes. Leave your phone. Okay, today you ain't got time to get your purse. The purse got to stay where it's at. Run. You hear me? I'm talking about Usain Bolt. I'm talking about your hand need to be pumping so hard and high like this right here. You need to be gone. Gone all the way. Let me tell you. And it's sad your friends and family lying to you. This man on death row. Okay, he doing a life sentence. Wrongfully convicted. Yeah. Do he got the Innocence Project on his behalf? If the Innocence Project, I'm going to go a step worse. If Kim Kardashian is not on his side, he finna do that time. You see me? He's finna to do that time. You know how I know? Because my uncle is serving 40 years. 27 technically. 40 years. And he done did 14 of them years. And you know why he in there? You know why he in there? He sold $10 worth of weed, $10 worth of cocaine to a undercover agent. They offered him a year and a day. He turned it down, said he innocent, said he had mistaken identity. He took it to trial. They threw the book at him. When you go to trial, they give you the max allowable. So he doing 27 years for $20 worth of drug. And he probably gonna do every day of it. Unless somebody come in on his behalf and he done appealed it 3 times and been denied all 3 times. You know what I mean? He, right here, life sentence, he finna do that time. He finna to do that time. The other thing that I have to tell you about this is if a man, listen, a man in prison, for one, he running from Big Bubba, or he might be succumbing to Big Bubba. We do not know. We do not know. I done heard some rumors come back to my household from people I know that locked up in prison. People I would have never suspected would be in there with the alleyway open. You hear me? So you don't know people like you think you know them. I'm here to tell you. I got homeboys that I used to be like 2 peas in a pod with doing life for murder. And had I been hanging with them at that time, I'll be in there doing life for murder. So I'm here to tell you, when a man behind bars, you do not know him. To every last one of y'all that is dealing with a man that is behind bars, you do not know him. That is dangerous. That is unwise. It is unsmart. Let him go. I watched the women that I love the most outside of my wife, my mother and my sister, get played by jailbirds. My mama guy was doing 17 years. My sister guy was doing 15 years. Both of them knew the men before they went in. When they were in there, my mom and my sister wasting time and gas money going up the road to meet these men. Kept their books full. Was there to meet them with their makeup and their perfume on. They was all, you would have thought they were married. The men got out a prison and gave my mama and my sister and everybody in my family know, if I know your business for the streets. Because you already living it anyways. Everybody know anyway, so your business for the streets. Okay? But my mama, people, Tony, mama know and sister know. Yes, they know. They know how I am. and they know I teach from real life. I don't teach fairy tale. My mama, that man got out, and I'm gonna tell you, the man is short and ugly. Do you hear me? I mean, short and ugly. My mom was surprised. It's like, boy, you would have married my mom, you'd have married in the money. You'd have your new house and a brand new 2020 Mercedes-Benz right now. You'd have married in the money. He ain't care. He went and got him somebody else. My mama carried that man. Sent him more money than she probably could count. Gave her his behind to kiss. Do you hear me? Same thing with my sister. She knew the boy. Used to live with the boy. The boy had her name tattooed on him 7 different times. You would think that's real. That boy got out of prison. Come to find out, he already was married to another woman that he married while he was in prison. Do you hear me? So when I'm teaching y'all this stuff, I ain't just pulling this out of thin air. Oh, Tony don't know. No, I come from the trenches. Not only do I work in the trenches, I lived in the trenches. You hear me? I see real life. I come from some of the most dysfunction you could think of. Because I'm from a small town where you get 3 options to get out of there. Sell drugs, be a pro athlete, or be overworked and underpaid. And overworked, underpaid gonna keep you right there in the same city. Selling drugs gonna keep you right there in the same city. Only way you gonna make it out to be a pro athlete. That's what I come from. So now I'm doing something that people ain't done from where I'm from. But other than that, I see this kind of dysfunction. So sis, let me tell you very clear and plainly, you wasting every second of your life. You are wasting every second of your life. Let me tell you, a man in prison, all he got is them burgers out the machine, them flaming hot Cheetos that he tried to make a concoction out of using the flaming hot Cheetos as the hot sauce. This man don't have no options to be picky. And he telling you, somebody who practically throwing themselves at him, he telling you, I don't want you. He telling you, I do not want to be in a relationship. So you saying, what is he not saying? What hasn't he said? He told you, I do not want you. Now he said to you, he said, you act like you want me to say, I don't want you and I don't love you. You know what that is for Manglish? He's saying, since you cannot hear, I'm going to put this in hypothetical terms. You acting like you want me to say, I don't want you and I don't love you. When he wrote that out on the email on JPay, whichever one y'all got, I was called JPay in Florida. That's what he was saying. I don't want you and I don't love you. But he's telling you, you act like you want me to say that. What he's trying to say in Manglish is, listen, child, I'm trying to tell you that I do not want you. That I appreciate you sending me letters. That I appreciate you putting money on my books. You being a pen pal. I appreciate the nasty pictures you send me. I appreciate you writing out, spelling out how you gonna sing on my microphone. And how you gonna let me eat your peach cobbler. I love you trying to be Zane with your erotic fiction. That is appreciated while I'm in here looking at men booty hole in the shower. And got to be smelling all these men, listening to these men dealing with Angela with their pictures that they done got from their lady. And I got to be hearing all this heavy breathing while I'm trying to sleep. And this man over here. And I'm hearing hand dry, ashy. And he put some lotion on there. And I got to be listening to this. This is what he going through. You hear me? This is what he going through. And he like, man. Yes, okay, let me read her letter. And he get your little nasty letter. And then I want you to bust it wide open. And then slowly take your tongue and stick your tongue all the way out. And so he go to reading that letter because, okay, now he finna let me use a little bit of this smoothie because I ain't got no lotion. I'm glad they gave him a smooth out the commissary. Okay, here we go. So there he go. That help him sleep. That's what he appreciates you for. You is a pen pal. You's an erotic pen pal. And now what I am completely confused about. Now see, now y'all notice, I want you to notice something. On something that's not life threatening, my energy different. So if I make you feel dumb, forgive me. That was my attention. Forgive me. Sorry, I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing. I'm seriously joking. Jokingly serious. If I make you feel dumb, okay, here go a cookie. When this ain't life and death, I got to go all the way in on you. Now, when the sister wrote about should I leave him, you know my energy totally different, okay? Because I can't just say just leave. Because if I say just leave, that man could take her life because it happens every single day. So I got to tread lightly. But on this right here, this man won't bust your grape. Pop your chair. Lord forgive me. This man here, he in there, in touch, out of touch for almost 20 years. Sister, come on now. Sister, come on now. Sister, come on now. Let me tell you what you got to do. Forget this man, okay? You got to get on your grind. You got to get your life together. All right? Hit your weight goals. If you want to lose your 10, 20 pounds, you want to gain your 10, 20 pounds. But whatever your body goals is, get your body goals. Whatever your income earning goals, hit those goals. Send this man one final letter that essentially says, it's been nice knowing you, but I'm going to let you move on with your life because I got to move on with my life. Sis, you got a husband in the free world that is walking by you every day trying to get your attention, but you so busy reading that letter with all the typos in it because he barely could spell, and you sitting there, I really love you, but the consequential. You trying to read the man letter, your husband walking right past you, and you trying to figure out how in the world did this man try to spell consequences. Wow. So you write consequences in your letter on purpose so that he learn how to spell consequences. And manifestation. That man can do that time. And let me tell you, if he get out, he gonna come and want to put that thing on you. Just about 10 times. He gonna want to wear you out. See if y'all could 50 shades of gray, 50 shades of black and white, what y'all writing on that notebook paper. 50 shades of black and white. He finna come and try to fulfill that right there, what you done promised on that paper. And then he gonna drop you like a bad habit. Because if a man wants you, he'll want you in season and out of season. Behind bars and out of the bars. If a man wants you, this man do not want you. This man do not want you. He done got him somebody else. Could be the same type of situation. She probably make more money than you. Or she probably nastier than you. Or he probably think she look better than you. She probably sending pictures with that thing. And he's sitting there. Wow. So he don't know how to act. He done find him somebody else. Or he might have got him a girlfriend off the yard. And seeing that. Oh, you got another letter? See, this is what I'm tired of. Cause I'm in here doing life with you. And I'm trying to tell you my milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. And then here you is. You keep talking to her. So we don't know what he got going on. And I'm not going to do him no favors. Because I live in the real world. And I know men in prison with a girlfriend who is a man in the prison. Okay? And they end up getting rooming together. And it's all kind of splacking going on. So I ain't finna do your friend no favor just because you and the family talking about y'all supposed to be, they convinced y'all supposed to be together. Your family don't love you. Lord forgive me. They love you, but they lying to you. What kind of family gonna tell you that you need to be worried by a man, a jailbird, the cage bird singing, when all these men free in the free world, That's a shame that these people, whoever this telling you, talking about we both come from spiritual family. Well, why is they lying? And see, I bet most of the people who telling you y'all supposed to be together come from his side, because they want their son or their cousin or their nephew to have a dummy that's going to be in the free world, walking past all these free dang-a-lang men, to be dealing with a caged bird who trying to sing. Because if you're going to be the dummy, then they all for it. Girl, listen, I'm going to tell you what God can do. Girl, you better pray. Here goes some olive oil. Girl, you better pray every day. And you email him every day. You write him every week. And listen to me. Woo! What Spirit just told me is he going to be released. And y'all going to be together. And y'all going to be a power couple. And he's going to change his life. And he's going to be one of them politicians that used to be a prisoner. But then they become a politician. And they reform the whole system. And you're going to be right there beside his side. And you're going to be the wind beneath his wing. Ooh, girl, listen to me. And so that's what they're telling you. Sister, listen. Ron. Sister, listen, Ron. I can't put it no plainer than that, Ron. Just don't waste another day. All I'm giving you the grace is just use a little bit more ink. Oh, y'all emailing. Just send an email. Now, you know all the email get read, don't you? The guard, he got a whole, it's a full-time position. He got to read that because you could be planning to break him out. So they read them email now. The guard could be like, hey, John, Billy, hey, Susan, you come here. I know this men business. You come over here, Susan. Look at this. Look at this. She break it up with him. She break it up with him. That's what he gets. You know what? Hey, when you go to the mess hall today, give him a little extra biscuit, just because his heart's gonna be hurting. Give him a little extra biscuit today. We'll take it easy on him today. All right. We're not gonna put the Billy Club on him today. She break it up with him. Whew. But boy, this is some pretty racy pictures she said here. Oh my goodness, wow. Hey, you know what they say? Blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. Wow. Oh yeah, they're reading all that. So you can send it by hand. They open the letter too before you get it. And you can email it. They read all that. Every time I write my uncle, I get a little notice pop up on the app that say these is being read. Just so you know, Playboy, these being read. So don't be planning nothing up your sleeve. So yeah, they reading it. So go on, let them know. And for all of y'all dating somebody behind prison, all your pictures is getting seen. And it's not by no computer. It's by a human. So when you send that thing, okay, all that getting seen. Anything you send, you flash, anything you send is getting seen. And then what the man doing, who checked the mail, he pull out his phone. Right, got me a picture. Like, slip this right on back in this envelope. Okay, all right. Okay. They reading on the computer, your email, you send nasty picture, they take their phone out. Okay, all right, got me some material for Angela tonight. Oh, Blackberry. I like this. Yeah, you're wasting your time. So don't do these men in prison no favor, whether you wrongly convicted or not. If you wrongly convicted, then God let you get put behind prison because it's something you need to hear behind bars that you can't hear in the free world. So it was apostles that got put in prison. If Martin Luther King went to prison, you hear me? So even he wrongly convicted, let the Lord reach him and stay out the way with the erotic fiction that you write in this man and what you send in this man. Because now what I'm going to say, one thing that really confused me is how you were talking about it just was too hard. We tried to be platonic friends, but it was too hard. I'm not understand how it is hard to be platonic friends with somebody behind bars. That got me so confused. Like, I'm just kind of like, wow, was it just a race, a fight to just not put, I got this thing hot and ready like Little Caesars for you. Woo. When I tell you dripping wet like Aquafina. Like, I don't, like, was it hard to not put that? Because I don't understand how it's not hard to send an email that says, hey, how are you doing? How are things going on the yard? I know you're in a basketball tournament. Did y'all win or lose? How many points and rebounds did you get? What was for dinner at the mess hall last night? Like, I'm not understanding how it's too hard to just write a cordial platonic email and that you have to drop it like it's hot on that email. That's what really has me throw all the way to the left about this here email. Because I'm like, wow, I did not know. So I need to start writing my wife letters. I'm finna start, that's what I'm finna do. Thanks to you because of this. Because this thing feels so hot and steamy. What you got going on with this, man? I'm finna start writing my wife letters and mailing it to her. That's what I'm finna do. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm gonna go to the post office and drop it off and have it shipped right back to my house and let my wife read that thing. Boy, I'm finna be nasty in that letter. Because what I'm realizing is that these prison men is getting more love than the free world men. This free world men jealous of this right here. This man is behind the bar and have women begging him to love them and to be with them. And then you offer it up. You say, I am open to giving another shot. Sister, this man did not ask you about another shot. He did not ask you if you want a shot. You offering up shots. This man is not shooting. He don't want to shoot his shot. So you offering up shots and he like, I do not want a relation. Okay, REAL relation. Okay, let me just draw a ship. Okay, she'll get it. REL. Let me draw a ship right. Okay. Just come on now. That man I told you one too many times he do not want a relationship. Says it's time to leave. I got to go. I got to coach here in 60 seconds. So I got to be gone in 60 seconds. God bless you, sis. This is it. It's over. Let it go. Move on with your life. Meet you a man in the free world. Wish him the best. God bless him. Him and who he dealing with on the yard. Him and who else write him pen pals. Whatever it is, bless him and say, don't write me no more. I'm moving on with my life. Because as long as you're dealing with this man, all of his energy, because of y'all history, it's blocking your blessing. God do not have your husband sitting behind bars. God gonna send your husband who is in the free world. Okay? God bless you. We'll talk soon.